Yo, pardon that. Clear that off. That's dust. You know what that is? That's the hate. That's the hate that follow me. That's the old niggas that's angry that I move in this city. That's what it is. It's Punch. It's the most powerful motherfucker in New York City. The hottest under 30. If it ain't under 30 and I'm not standing by it, it don't look authentic. You see me as this is 50, right? It's a lot of motherfucking paper around me. You already know what it is. But be clear. I'm with Behind the Mask. Alright? I'm not even doing that crazy this year. I'm only about 20, 25 million views in. Apologies for that. Haters, hard that, man. We here, Behind the Mask. It's lit, right? It's Punch, right? You see it? It's the plug to the neck. Boom!
Listen, we here back at Behind the Mask. There's a live audience in the building. Let me get some noise, man. Woo! Yeah! So now everybody hungry. Before everybody was just like, okay, you know, something like, it's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. But we have a special guest in the building right now. For me, our second special guest. We have Punch in the building.
Hey.
No, man.
That was a dry ass head.
I was about to go in.
I was letting her do her thing.
We got Punch in the building. This is 50 Punch, the cultural head, the voice of the city, the voice of the boroughs, they say, the voice of everything.
Said 30, under 30 in power?
Under 30 in power.
I'm the most powerful nigga in New York, under 30.
Under 30, man.
When it comes down to music, nobody's saying that. And I'm flexing that muscle, and I want the old guys to speak up. They don't do it. They're not outside.
They're not. There's
too much talk today.
I can't handle it.
I'm just taking it all in.
Like. Real. It's a lot of street niggas, a lot of gang outside. Y'all see me outside. I play with the guys. And they not going to do that. They're not going to ruffle their feathers. I'm outside jeweled up, still putting on.
I have to borrow a change.
Take pictures. But yo, we're gonna get straight to it.
Talk to me.
Hey, what's up with the culture, man? How you feel about Brooklyn music, New York music, straight cultures? How you feeling about it?
Brooklyn music and New York music is drastically different.
I'm saying.
Brooklyn music now is in a very unique position. I think that we're having a hard time celebrating the guys who are really being very successful and putting out records. I think guys like Designer, Casanova, Fresher. I think that we're not giving them enough support to just be like, look, at the end of the day, you from Brooklyn, you from New York, so we got to stand with it. Too much of us are speaking up against them. And what happens is that we're in a weak position right now on a national front. You get what I'm saying? From touring last year, I was everywhere. I did 37 states, 7 countries in like 7 months when we did the whole run. That's all we did. And being outside of the state and really seeing how everyone looks at the state, we're a lot more weak than what people think. You know what I mean? And if we continue to jab at our locals and swing at them to weaken them so that we can go, we can't fight against no other state. It's just impossible. That's on the grand scale of the successful guys. And then of course the up and comings. We got a mix of guys. We got the scammer rap. We got the drill rap. And then we got niggas who can really rap too as well. You know what I mean? Girls too, don't take when I'm just making it like it's a male thing. But I think the scammer rap is in a good place because I think it's something new. I know that it's a bad thing, you know, like, you know, in the 90s it was real heavy drug and gang shit, same shit with the 2000s. And then it got really druggy, you know, around the 2010s, you know what I mean? And then now I think the scammer rap is dope because I think that it's flossy, it's flashing. It doesn't really attack anybody. You get what I'm saying?
It's like,
so they just stunt in their own skin.
Yeah.
And I know they stunt on people, but very rarely are you seeing, yo, John, I got more money than John. It's like I got more money than y'all. You know, it's a different type of stunt. I don't take it as personal. I think it's in a good place. But nobody sonically has been able to make something really successful out of it, for the exception of Cass, who came out with the Scammer Freestyle first and then changed. But the drill rap, you know, I've been really hard on it. I don't like where drill rap is at. And I don't like where it's at because it seems like the artists who are the most successful can't make that equivalent amount of success without saying someone's name. I don't really care about the context. You get what I'm saying? The context is whatever. If we street, we street. You ganged up, you ganged up. But I just hate that in these records, they have to say someone's name. That's why I told them, I said straight up, and which is why I went really crazy, and I heard you playing it earlier. which is KJ Bowler's record, because he came out of that. And I told anybody, I said, if you get 1 million views without dissing anybody, I'll walk you up to radio. And if you hear KJ's record is poking on radio, let's not be surprised where a lot of that's coming from. You get what I'm saying? So it's just what it is. If you don't diss somebody, I'll help put you on. But if you diss a niggas, I still can enjoy the records, but I can't do that, because if I celebrate you, I'm now knocking him down, and I might like what he has going on as well. But if you go and your first words is, yo, fuck, it's like, my nigga, now I'm standing with the fuckery, and I'm really not. I'm just standing with the record. So I don't like to celebrate too strongly. You get what I'm saying? Because it just makes somebody look crazy.
I guess that clears that.
Yeah, I mean,
push that envelope.
Yeah,
So
it's real though.
So as far as that, how do you see, like, that's Brooklyn?
That's Brooklyn.
So how do you feel about New York in a whole?
I think New York has a similar issue, and the similar issue that New York has right now is that when the artist is the hottest in the city, the artist has to understand that their temperature can impact. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna isolate. We all can play Clue. When artists have been the hottest in the city at their peak of temperature, that's when, in my opinion, an artist needs to go, here's 2-3 records, y'all niggas live. And it really hasn't happened. You get what I'm saying? To where someone's scorching, just give someone unknown the record. You get what I'm saying? And really heat them up. And that's how it works in Atlanta. You get what I'm saying? And that's how it works in almost every single market. But in Atlanta, their artists are so scorching that they now make their artists a national star. In these other markets, in Texas and Chicago, you get what I'm saying? You see the big star, they pull up their homeboy, they pull up somebody, and now they warmed up. And now you got more force to attack. The reality is, what people got to understand is that in this business of music, in reference to like BDS, which is, Basic Data System, that's the company that watches and streams all your records. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all don't know enough about the music, y'all gotta do y'all homework so y'all can educate yourselves on what business you want to be a part of. But when you check the BDS spins, right, and you check the spins about what's successfully happening in a market, if a market is bubbling and buzzing, labels, brands, partnerships, they're gonna thrive to that market, which is why I get mad when someone gets a little hot and then people start shooting at them and be like, motherfuckers, if you let them heat up, you get what I'm saying? It's going to give more money and more attention here. Right. You get what I'm saying? Pepsi might go, yo, we're going to do the next hottest artist competition. Now all of a sudden Pepsi want to throw some dollars to the hood. Nike, it's making up brands. Y'all get what I'm saying? But when they shoot at these artists and they try to weaken them and they're barely strong enough to stand on their own. You get what I'm saying? It's just what it is. There's no real artist in New York right now that 100% can stand on their own right now every single trip, except for probably A Boogie. And that's because he's the only person that makes full records, like just great music constantly. You get what I'm saying? We've seen issues with, with other artists that need help on the choruses or need help with the standout verse or shit like that. You get what I'm saying? To continue their temperature. You get what I'm saying?
Because, right now, like, you can see what's going on in music right now in Brooklyn. We have drill, like, I think Brooklyn is being known as drill music city. Like, this is we the heart of drill music right now. Yeah. And like, when you go to other boroughs, you hear lyrics in Queens from I think it's Star Jella and his crew. Yeah. So
SGUV.
Like, so how do you feel like? What's your take on the lack of lyricism going on? Like,
I don't think there's a lack of lyricism at all. I think it's a lack of support for lyricism. It's not a lack of lyricism. Niggas still rap every day. You get what I'm saying? I celebrated a bunch of rappers that I thought was nice, like really, really, really nice, that put out records. I celebrate the URL guys. I celebrate the guys who do it. It's not about if there's enough lyrics. It's if there's enough fans that's going to champion lyrics. The reality at hand is when I turn on my Snapchat, it's more niggas singing, tell me why these niggas mad. I'm the reason why these niggas mad. It is what it is. Shout out to my nigga Chef. You get what I'm saying? Or even Tutu. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to him too. You get what I'm saying? The reality is that that's what they're going towards. It's a sad day in New York music culture, but it's more engaging for the normal fan to follow the controversy. It's very few rappers in New York that are not controversial that got 20, 30,000 active followers. And by that, I mean their comments are reflecting as well as their views, as well as their likes, as well as what's going on, and then their music, and then everything is going on like that, to where it's just not somebody paying something, and then everything else looks shaky. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so we don't know about all that fuckery that's
going on. On your platform, how did you get there? What was your steps?
I mean, I've been doing this for a very long time. You know what I mean? I started off rapping. I tried to ghostwrite. That don't really work. That's the biggest myth in all of rap. that if you're nice, you're gonna just get people to buy your songs. It's a lie. When niggas say that they're ghostwriting for all the rappers and your mans are saying, my man ghostwrites, he's lying. Nobody really pays artists. If you have not written a hit record, okay, they're not coming. No one's paying you for anything you do. And if there are that bullshit $200, $300, $400, that's bullshit paper, man. You get what I'm saying? But when you talking about real money, they don't come. And the reality was, I was popular, I understood the culture. I always used to help cultivate rappers, help do shit with their branding, help design what's going on. I mean, I've been around this for a while. You know what I mean? Like I said, I had deals, I had situations with Warner Brothers. I cultivated a lot of the Wiz Khalifa shit early around my nigga. If y'all follow my gram, y'all see Wiz, oh my God. Me and Pun started from the mud, and that's one of the biggest artists in the planet. So I've been around this, soiled in with people that have changed the sound of music for years. And what happened was, my popularity in the game, I was so seasoned that it was surpassing what I was doing rap-wise. And they were like, don't limit yourself. I started to host parties, like physically host, and then hosting turned into DJing. I started DJing, and then my whole point was, look, if I know how to DJ, I know how to break shit from the artist side, how I would like my music to be broken, I want to start breaking records. And one of the first records I stood by is Bobby and Rowdy, and I helped cultivate that as much as I can on my side. A couple of other the key guys in the city, Sir Manny, Big Reef, Starks, you get what I'm saying, the real DJs that's really kind of moving the culture, and they have enough power to affect it. There's probably other DJs that helped, but power-wise, those are the guys that was really this booth. You get what I'm saying? Other people that really transcended this shit to make it move. And then after Bobby and Rowdy, I just started getting a lot more gigs, a lot more activity. I helped the 2 Milli shit go. And then obviously I was with Designer from at a pretty early point, you know what I mean, when he came and played the record for me. So at that point, I started getting so heavy in the clubs. Somebody from FN came in the club one time. They seen me and they was like, yo, you're a fucking menace. They recorded me. I knew some people at G-Unit. They pulled me in, shot my man Heineken and Dutch, and basically they pulled me up, brought me up, and then I ended up knowing some G-Unit people from being in the industry for years. They knew who I was. I met 50, and 50 was like, look, you a star, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Yo, let this nigga do interviews. He was like, you ever did them? I said, I never did in my life. I've never been trained. I've never been taught. I did interviews with 50, and then in my first 90 days, I did 4.1 million views. At that point, 50 said, what do you want? I said, I want my own platform, the way that nobody could tell me no, because I want to cultivate for new artists in the city. And I brought up my first artist on my shit that I did by myself. He had 1,300 followers, and he had 6,000 plays on SoundCloud, and that artist came to be Designer. And that's why a lot of the internet and press and media give me credit for being the first one to stand by Designer on the media, again, with power, to stand by and cultivate it. And then it just kind of just started just going crazy from there. At that point, I just started standing by everybody. By that point, I was already all in with MA. So we did the Panda shit, then we cultivated Ooh. Y'all see what happened with Ooh. We got all the way up to 16 on Billboard. And then my interview shit got shaky at that point because I went on tour. I stepped away from MA 2017 March, and then I came back in all in with the interviews, and that's kind of why you see me cultivating a lot more in between. But I would pop in and out, stand by some people, Curly and Dada, Bambino.
You stand by Tekashi 6ix9ine, right?
Yeah, I stand by, yeah. I was one of the first guys that wasn't a part of his clique to be like, look, I'm with the guy.
So, like, all right, with that being said, like, his
You could
music...
change hip-hop then, basically.
Saad.
Platform, right? Like, basically, you could influence the listeners, like, basically. Like, say, you said Atlanta, they stick together. When they get on, they pick another person up, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But New York don't really do that much, and as you can see, only Bobby Shmurda was one of the people that actually tried to make one of his mans get on. So, you being that, seeing that rappers is not like that, obviously, and you was a rapper at once, and you would have wanted that brotherly love in Brooklyn, of course, because that's what helps us all get on, whatever.
100%.
You being the platform and being bigger than these artists that's dumb and selfish, when does it come to, because like, I'm not saying you didn't, because you know way more music than everybody else, so you could have known the Tekashi dude way before this song.
I did.
You could have known certain people, but it seems like, and not just you, no disrespect to you, it seems like any bloggers or any DJs try to slide in right at that point, that breaking point already, where it's already there. But it's like, alright, the cake is already baked, so let me just throw the icing. And y'all being the icing is great. We need y'all as the icing. So being that you seeing that the shit is saturated, you're not really standing by it 100%. You don't like listening to this shit that much, but you got to, because damn, it's got 100,000 views, 20,000, about to be 1 million.
Yeah.
Being that you could change it, why you not changing it? Like, and being that you wasn't, I don't think, because you're a little older, I don't think you was a drill rapper or this swag type rapper.
No, I really rap.
No, I would really believe you because your age, not even hearing nothing. Yeah. So if there's a certain brand of music that you stand by, we need. I'm not gonna ask you why you don't, because maybe you do. I just pay attention to a little bit, but because Brooklyn is not that type of rapping, so I don't see what else you stand by outside of Brooklyn. But if you stand there of your style of Brooklyn, you could change rap basically to what you like, or what you can influence, or what you used to like, or what you used to do, instead of the drill for the moment and shit. Like, this is what's hot for the moment. Why you don't take the stance and say, let me get all the niggas that, since you work for the platform to make it work like that, let me get these niggas that stand for what I used to stand for, even if they don't got 100,000 views or some shit.
Well, to give full clarity on everything, no question. The reality at hand is like this. I have power to sway attention, but I can't make attention stay. I can make everybody look, but I can't hold their eyes there. You get what I'm saying? My power has been acquired to be like, everybody look, and they be like, well, Punch, last time he made me look, it was something dope, so let me check it out. But I can't hold them there. The guys, when it comes down to the nicest rappers, a lot of times, it just hasn't transcended. I feel like I haven't missed, like a rapper, like, the guys who are really going hard with bars and bars, like, I'll give you an example, King Streets, right? Super dope. I celebrated King on my gram probably a week and a half ago, and I was like, if niggas want to talk nice, let's talk about King Streets. I go, and I used my power to leverage it. I said, yo, I'm not going to say what I asked for, but they're popular for allowing people to rap. And I said, hey, if my power matters anything, this is the guy. And it was replied and said, that's dope if we had a show about what's the best rapper, but we have a show on who can get us the most views. I can't argue how they run their platform. I know how my platform runs. And my platform, at the end of the day, them motherfuckers go Punch. You average 250,000 hits. You drop down on 100,000, 2-3 interviews in a row, they looking at me like what the fuck is up? So I know where I'm at. I cultivate niggas as soon as I can. Like, I literally watch it. I got G's Gasoline on the text right now, not to violate, and he like, Punch, what's up? I'm ready. And that motherfucker got 5-6 million views. I'm saying, hold up, I'm watching. As soon as the second go, I got you. That's not me picking and choosing. You just gotta give me a little bit more light, because y'all gotta remember, it's not, we don't have a separate radio or internet. The internet that we want to go on, which is why when I did the top 25 on This Is 50 New York, I went so hard to make sure that Cardi B, A Boogie, Davies was on the same list with KJ Bola, OP, and Tekashi and everybody on it, so that people can understand and go, these niggas is not in a different NBA. They're in the same NBA. They're just not scoring as much as LeBron and Steph are, but they're in the same NBA. And the problem with most of the other platforms, they'll shun these guys and act like they're not putting up numbers because they didn't have a hit yet. So I pushed my hardest to get our artists and y'all peers in the same conversation so that people can go, you know what, look, even if Jeezy Moolah was 25 on the list, Jeezy was 25 on a list that had Cardi B and A Boogie in it. Right. Yeah. It is what it is. I made sure I did that for the city, but its numbers allowed me to make that stance. You get what I'm saying? Jeezy's lowest shit is 250,000. He allowed it. Y'all give me the gas to fight the fight. You get what I'm saying? Because no matter what happens, y'all niggas still gotta compete against Lucci and Future and Thug.
That's a fact.
When these motherfuckers are doing 20, nigga, Bank Account came out and did 17 million plays in a day. I can't, you know what I mean? Like, when Chef puts out the next record, and because it's on front of my mind, not to just isolate certain people, Chef did it, and they did like 60, 70,000. And I want to say my brother, good shit. But he got to be in the NBA now. Yeah. When LeBron has 40, LeBron had 40. When the 12th man on the bench has 40, we go, oh shit. So we're celebrating it and we're excited for him, as we should, but be clear, it's the same fucking 40 that LeBron does every other night. So it's a tough thing. You get what I'm saying? I'm just a representative for the NBA. You get what I'm saying? But I'm scouting the young niggas, and I'm when I did the Mel shit, and I'm dropping knowledge. It's like, utilize this, get hot, come close. Let's run. You get what I'm saying? I wish I could do more for real rappers, man. I wish. I was on Sway in the morning going crazy with bars. What did that do? You get what I'm saying? I got it. More niggas, punch you dice. Nice hasn't made me $1 yet. You You get what I'm saying? But
And I think that's what's swaying you away. I think that's what's swaying you away because you've done it and the real rap shit got saturated in the last 10 years to the point that I ain't saying you probably do listen to the music, whatever.
Everybody, bro. I listen to you.
No, I know.
You cursed me out on my grandma still.
Yeah, it was a reason for it.
Just pay attention outside of this room. I know half of y'all. Y'all couldn't get, and I hate to violate, but y'all couldn't get the big homies in this room. They wouldn't know who none of y'all are. I do. So I champion with y'all. Y'all gotta understand it be a lot on me. And I'm the only nigga fighting for this room.
No,
you get what I'm saying?
I respect your fight that you fighting for the room.
Yeah.
But if I still don't stand, I'm gonna fight with you, and then when it's gone, I'm gonna let you know, nigga, you moving wacky, nigga. I'm not everybody else. Like, I'm loyal. I'll fight with you and all that. Like, that's like me and my girl. Like, this bitch might be running her mouth and told boy to suck his dick or something on the way back from the bathroom. It don't matter. I'm valeting you with her, and I'm gonna punch this bitch in her face in the crib. That's the difference. Like, you my man when it's Brooklyn and I know what you're doing. Like, okay, I'm not the one, the main bitch, but you know. You standing for these niggas that's coming into the NBA.
Yeah.
It don't matter though. You know that there's niggas in D3 and all that D2 that you can say, yo, go this way or go that way, and I'll meet you here, or whatever the case may be, because you used to be that artist. You wasn't drilling and all that. Chef and them niggas is gonna do 1 million views because it's about the clout and wanna know if he gonna kill somebody on this track or some shit like that. So basically, we could use all this energy. I'll go to the booth right now, say some disrespectful shit to you and all that because we got this and everybody watches it. Now I'm a winner? Now they gonna appreciate all my old music because I disrespected you?
That's the fans, bro.
No,
you get what I'm saying?
That's not right, though. You just said you don't listen to shit like that, bro. I want you to listen to me.
Aside from throwing away jewels and flashy clothes for the sake of image, what's the most important thing about investing in yourself?
The most important thing about investing in yourself is having something to show for it if it doesn't work. So we got to remember that no matter how much promo, no matter how much that we spend on our brands and try to make it work, make sure that what you're spending on, something comes from it. You get what I'm saying? Okay. There's a bunch of artists who's like, yo, I want to pay this DJ to play my song. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times I don't think pay for play is worth it, in my opinion. Because pay for play lasts 3 minutes. And unless you got your camera crew in there, some famous, insta-famous girls with you, your team to celebrate the record and make that footage look amazing, no matter what you give that DJ, it's usually not worth it. Because it's not how you break a record. You get what I'm saying? There's some guys who will pay a radio guy $500 to stand on a record 2-3 days. Is it worth it? Or is it more worth it to have something that's going to leave with you? And now go and print up 20 shirts and give it to 20 fans that are supporting you so that now they double up their efforts in how they're rocking. Y'all got to look at it sometimes. Some of y'all niggas don't got 1,000 fans, but if you got 50 fans, you better be DMing them motherfuckers every day. You get what I'm saying? Thank you, bro. Hitting that whack girl that's on your body. Thank you, baby. Good morning. Because that's the shit that'll change it. That's the ones that's going MCM half y'all and WCW the other half and make it work and champion your music because that lasts. Because an impression into a person lasts for a lifetime. There's people in here where artists, and I see some of them, they friends is in my DM. Yo, you fronting on my man. But, that makes me, continue to see.
Make sure they mans too.
What's something that you learned about investing in yourself, though, that's not in the financial side?
Something that I learned about investing in myself that's not on the financial side. I just think that it's always worth it. It's always worth it to put forth the energy. Like I learned it a long time ago, and the reason why I believe that I'm in this power outside of it, because it didn't just land on my lap, because there's 50 niggas doing interviews every day. There's always people doing it. There's Global Grind. They get bigger celebrities than I do. There's Vlad. It took something special about me to where that my numbers started to pick up and the way that people go, you know what, I like him speaking for us. And what happens is that it's because I absorbed a lot of knowledge. Like, I don't, like when someone's talking to me, 90% of the time, I don't have my phones in my hand going, tell me the rest. I will give you all the attention to absorb everything that you're telling me. I'd rather give you 30 seconds undivided than 30 minutes half-assing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then absorb that knowledge and then at least that respect. I think if even the OGs, if they come down to it, and all the OGs, the reason why they let me diss them and do all that shit that I do, and they don't really go rogue on me, and Flex will still shout me out at enough, and they hear me going, oh, niggas don't want no smoke with me, all that shit, and they hear that, because at the end of the day, they'll go, Punch has been around for a long time, he's put in a lot of work, and he knows his shit. And I know he's competitive, he's not coming at me, like I'm not trying to line DJ Camelo up. You get what I'm saying? That's big bro. You get what I'm saying? I want his spot because I'm a competitor, I want to be the best in the league. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not going to isolate them and hate on them and say their name. I just shoot at the way the game is designed, because it's designed not to let new people run. You know what I mean? It just is. There hasn't been a new talent in the culture on a media standpoint in a very, very long time, especially New York.
So with that, where do you see Punch itself?
Yeah.
2-3 years from now?
I mean,
starting a label.
I mean, I just got a label offer now, like probably maybe like 8 or 9 days ago.
Congratulations.
I didn't do it yet.
No, oh, okay.
But you know, the offer came to where they're like, yo, you facilitated the Tekashi shit. Just put a huge spotlight to where it's like, you know, they identified. A lot of people gave me a lot of credit for being the first one to really play the record, to play it on a DJ aspect. Tekashi gave me the respect on it, on the interview that me and him did. He was like, yo, you the first person that I seen play my shit in the club, stand by it, and do it. And you get what I'm saying? I think that that's the bold thing. And I didn't just play it on a low night. I gave him the light, 2-something in the morning. I recorded it, did it on my live, and I just kept going crazy with it. You know what I mean? And I think that with moments like that, and it giving me the opportunity to get a label or get a position and do all of that, I just feel like I want to help the culture a little bit more. Like, obviously, we got an opportunity to probably go on tour. I got to fight with myself like that. Do I feel like my city? And some artists will never understand that, and my team understands this. I literally have internal fights. Do I go and I go do this tour shit and feel like what I'm going to go with is going to be the most beneficial for my brand, or do I stay and try to just beat this radio up, or beat these clubs up, or beat these posts up, or do this media and do this content and try to really change the city from here? You get what I'm saying? Am I bigger to go here and get bigger and come back, or is it working like this? That's my fights, because I'm trying to be the best I can for the city, because it's not many of me that they're giving the shot to. There's probably 100 of me, but they're not giving nobody else a real fair shot. You get what I'm saying? To really size them up. And then I'm putting the numbers up to where it's at least an argument. You get what I'm saying? That's the toughest part. It's just not about the talent. There's probably somebody who's just as dope or doper than me at the interview. But if their time is not right, their artist relations is not right, and their numbers is not right, their image is not right, whatever, all of these things that gotta go, if it's not right, they're not gonna give it the fair shot, and that be the difference, I feel like.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
With that also saying, I always hear you say the views matter.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give you a little story.
Yeah.
We see the Flowtastics.
Yeah.
We see the corny videos that goes up there, to my opinion. I see some corny videos up there, and I'd be like, okay, but the numbers are still jumping.
Okay.
It might as well have been the video guy being the artist than the artist being the artist. You get what I'm trying to say?
Of course.
So, therefore, when we talk... so when we talk about...
Shoot 2 Flowtastic videos, they gonna say I'm the best in the world.
Yeah, hold on, let me finish talking. And when it comes forth from that, it goes from me, because I used to manage artists, started at 13, I'm 22 now, and I only have one artist right now. Reason why I sat down and chose only one artist is because I was a fan. From being a fan, I built knowing the songs, turning up, reposting, getting lit. For somebody like that who is branding, I'm talking about shirts, scarves, and everything.
Understood.
Going into the club, playing music from every genre. Video guy from the start. Everything, numbers is matching, but it's not matching on the KJ Baller level, on the OP level. You feel what I'm trying to say? On that type of scale.
Yeah.
What does the artist have to do now? With all the investment, with all the, you know what I'm saying? Following, following the steps and the criteria of being an artist. You feel what I'm trying to say? What is left to do? You feel me? And that's where an artist get into a situation like, damn, I gotta drop this bag.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the club and buy the DJ a bottle and be like, yo, spin my shit.
Yeah.
Cause now I done did everything.
Yeah.
So what's the next step for an artist? And it follows back to that question on some NBA got lift off of Flowtastic, Bambino. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, the talent is there because I have watched Dada grow. You get what I'm trying to say? But the numbers. Yeah. What about the whack artist that's getting the? You get what I'm trying to say, bro?
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and to touch on multiple things. In reference to the whack artist getting clout, for every single person that says someone's whack, there are thousands that will argue. There are people that I can hear that can't rap on beat, but it doesn't matter. You want to know why? It's because music is, even though I go MBA, and it's a bad example, but it's a clear example. The reason why it's a clear example because we all understand it.
If he's talking, please close your mouth.
The reason why it's a bad example is because in sports, there's a winner and there's a loser. You score the bucket, you win. In rap, especially, it's subjective. You could make the great song and the fans could just go, but I don't like it. We're in music. It's a genre of art. We can't get mad at how people take it.
You're right.
If I have any suggestion to any artist in 2017, every single dollar you spend should be on figuring out how you can get yourself more attention. How do you get yourself on more timelines? Because that's what life is. That's just a reality. Worldstar.com, one of the most trafficked websites in the world when it comes down. It was the #1 trafficked website in music in the world, urban music in the world, right?
Yeah.
Worldstar.com is not as powerful as @Worldstar.
That's true.
Why? And @Worldstar has been around for a couple years in comparison to what it is. It's not. It's just the reality. Thisis50.com is not as powerful as Thisis50's YouTube channel. You get what I'm saying? Vlad, same exact thing. No one goes on VladTV.com, but we've all been on Vlad TV's YouTube. We got to understand how the culture's responding. Don't fight against the culture, because the culture won't move. You got to figure out how to play in it and play better. You get what I'm saying? That's just it. So if any artist that come to me, this nigga's, Punch, I got the bag for you, bro. I got 2 bands. Come, let me talk to you on the couch. I usually turn niggas down. Why? It's because that 2 bands, they not even ready to do something. We gonna take the 2 bands. The office gonna take the bread. They gonna buy new lights for the office. Fantastic. All that shit that's going on. Invest in that brand. And if you're not ready and set up to what's gonna happen next, what was the point? You get what I'm saying? What is the point? You gotta have your rollout right. Artists need to study and study rollouts. I'm a guy. I cultivate brands. There are people that some artists will go, I'll pay you $2,000 to sit on an interview. I laugh at them because somebody else could be like, I'll give you $1,000 to help make a brand rollout for me. That's way better, but it's not popularized. They'd rather get some shit to make a girl or everybody on their dick, so they'd be like, yeah, I'm on the couch, nigga, you see it? Nigga, that's 20 minutes of content, and it's done. You get what I'm saying? Spend it right. Should have hollered at me to do a rollout. I'd have came up with a branding plan for you. I'd have strategized a specific personalized design for how you could win. For same money, less money. But it's unpopular because it takes longer. Nobody wants to take long. You get what I'm saying? So they pay attention to my wins more than the losses, which I favor because it helps me. Where they'll be like, yeah, look at Tekashi, look at the designer, look at MA, look at Casanova, look at Fresher. And I go, all right, cool. You know what I mean? But there were some missed shots. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But I haven't missed. The only person in New York that has gotten successful out of New York that I have not stood by in the early stages of their career is A Boogie. There's not been one successful artist in the last 5 or 6 years out of New York that I wasn't like, yo, bro, what's up? What do you need? Let me make a call for you. And they're like, holy shit, help. Okay, help. Every single artist that's been successful out of here. Last year I was playing Cardi B when niggas thought I was joking. Go back on my gram a year ago. You see Cardi B punches my motherfucking brother. You motherfuckers keep thinking I'm just a stripper. Now she's the biggest artist in the world. It's cool to be on Cardi B dick now. But it wasn't cool last year. When I was playing it, niggas was laughing at me. But, you get what I'm saying? It's very unique at what they decide to look at. You get what I'm saying? It's easy to love Bodak Yellow. It wasn't easy to love Forever. You get what I'm saying? But I was supporting that. I was in 30 states going state to state forever, and niggas is like, this nigga's playing the stripper? And now look. So I do take the gambles. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it don't. But the thing that I ask for my people in my city is support a nigga that's taking the fucking shots. You get what I'm saying? Because the other guys, it's not even a chance, bro. I'm telling you, man. You get what I'm saying? But
you feel like I'm a strong believer in like the OGs in hip hop, like the old heads limiting themselves as far as the success of all the artists that we have now.
okay, a little bit more specific.
Let's say like the Funk Flexes,
Okay,
the Ebros.
yeah.
They keeping. I just believe. I feel like they keeping away the success of artists. But you being firsthand, like in the entertainment industry, do you feel that way, or do you?
That they're blocking people's success?
Yeah, like they're not feeling our music, basically. Like of my generation, some of them.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're pretty. I don't know about Flex per se, because Flex will stand by a lot. You get what I'm saying? Well, he plays a lot. You get what I'm saying? But I know that Ebro is very vocal about being like, if he doesn't like it, he's not going to touch it. I think that I think it's harmful. You get what I'm saying? And I love these guys, and some of these guys are my people. I can hit them on the line, and I love it. So it's never to be taken out of context with some of the OGs. But the reality is that the game isn't set up strong enough for the change yet. But I'm gonna tell you like this: if New York had 6 A Boogies and 3 Cardi B's and 2 Casanovas and 5 designers and et cetera, and 3 Tekashis, they wouldn't matter because we'd be strong enough. Right. Niggas look at Tekashi like an idiot. They go, oh, he's an idiot. He got tattoos, he got rainbow hair. And then 35 million views later, that's my nigga. Right. The Billy Lick. Oh shit. You get what I'm saying? I get it. But you get what I'm saying? That's 35 million people that now go, I'm championing it. So what's up? And now, whether Hot wants to or not, Gummo is now 58 on Billboard. You get what I'm saying? So the reality is, past opinions, I give niggas stacks. It's not about how I feel. You get what I'm saying? It's just what it is. We can't take that off the chart. You get what I'm saying? And it's gonna go higher because the record keeps getting added and keeps getting put on. You get what I'm saying? So to finally answer, do I feel like they're holding niggas back and stopping this success? No. But I also don't think that it's in the warmest space to cultivate the talent as we'd want. But that falls on us. Let me say something. She goes hard. She has the show. All of y'all rather, better, you know what I mean? Better yet, y'all got a show. If this was happening more and more to where every single time they had a show and there was 30, 40 people in here, and every single time she did something that the whole room reposted, you get what I'm saying? And everybody is going crazy, it would change things. I told niggas on the gram when I had the spaz out 2 weeks ago about everybody going at the video. I said, stop telling me about your man that should be on the list when I go on your page and your man's not on your page. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's it. But then I look and then I see a Meek Mill screen cap and then I see a meme about fucking and some other jokey shit about somebody falling and boot gang, whole lot of gang on your page. But your man is bleeding his fucking... You know what I mean? Is skin off trying to win, and your friends aren't believing in it. Mm-hmm. I've seen firsthand people be in my crib, be broke, and 90 days later be worth millions, and I've watched their friends get close. You get what I'm saying? It happens. Y'all, a lot of times, people swing at me. I really wish sometimes that people would swing more at their friends and be like, yo, if you motherfuckers all posted me 10 times out of the next 15, I guarantee you, DJs to say, I got something moving.
Man, I want everybody in the building to give a round of applause right now. Listen, like what you like what you don't like, this is the voice.
He talking his shit.
You feel me? And what you gotta do when you hear the voice, you follow. Point blank. Get in his DMs. Show him the work. Show him the encouragement that you got to be an artist. Not saying on no big washing, but at the end of the day, like I have here, like he said before, this is an outspoken place. I don't be on something. They call me the female funk flex. I don't say everybody can't come up here. It's open for everybody. You feel what I'm trying to say? Every once in a month we come out here, we do the ciphers. I bring somebody out to talk to you guys. Last time we had Don Q. Now we shutting it down with Punch. I didn't talk much.
Say my name too.
Saad was in the building. Good morning, good morning. You feel me?